Did you yesterday?
So you guys had a good time yesterday. I saw the results. Seems like you all had a good time. Questions from that quiz, everybody?
Yeah, Pratik, I want to say something that, again, this quiz thing. Okay. So I missed clicking the answer first question. Okay. So I sent and all the queries were working at my end on workbench. Okay. So I have sent the queries to Chanchal. Okay. On the same ID, Genpact.
Yeah, I got it. We had a discussion as well. Chanchal told me about it, Sandeep.
Yeah. So I hope all the queries are right.
Well, I've seen others. I have not seen the ones that you sent, but that you sent her the queries manually.
Yeah. So I clicked the wrong. I think I clicked the wrong answer one answer. So I had sent the wrong answer one answer. So I send the queries.
That's fine. Okay, guys, just to show you the questions, I think that for one of the question was from this table, from the customers table, find the number of males and females. Number of males and females, so group by gender here, because we want to find the number of males and females, gender wise, count star, right? And so, I mean, if I look at the results, give me 1 second. I also have the results. Sandeep, can you go on mute, please, if you don't mind, Sandeep? It's loading.
Hello everyone. Hello Pratik. Hello Vinay.
Hi.
Hi Pratik, there's this side. So Pratik, yes, in yesterday's assessment there was second question in which we have to like set the database to credit underscore card underscore profile. So like in pop SQL it was showing error and it's not been like found in pop SQL. I was trying that.
Dheeraj, I said before as well in my class, Dheeraj, that the database name could be different from people to people. I get your point, Dheeraj. So
Pratik, I was facing the same issue, but I have made the credit card as CC, which was the profile name, but still I was facing the same issue.
no, see, if you remember in the class, we discussed the same database multiple times, Tarun. It was CC underscore profile underscore DB.
Yeah, I have used that only.
That's fine. That's fine. So where I saw a lot of people falter, although 100% was not the result in any of the questions, but one of the question was write a query to find the number of customers in each city. So the question, this one,
the second one.
Yeah. So group the customers based on city. So which is find the write a query to find the number of customers in each city. So the answer was this. So from the table, and since if you look at this question, find the number of customers in each city. If you look at this question, we have to find the so we have to group the data by city, right? Now, city information is there in the customer underscore region table, and customer information is there in the customer table, and hence what would be prudent here is to join the two tables. So I'm joining this one here is actually customer table. SCC inner join customer region SCR on cc.cust ID to do this, right? And then group the data by CR and CR.city, right? And then find count of star or count of CC dot cust ID, whichever one you want to do.
Pratik, if the data is in the second table, the customer underscore region, then why can't we directly take it from that? Because it also has all the, I mean, that cust ID is there. So why can't we use just single table? Why we are joining it?
Yes, right. So actually, cust ID is also in that
That is
region
why,
table.
This question can also be done. No worries. I understand what you're trying to say.
yeah.
So this
So I
question
had
can also be
done it
done.
that way.
Yeah, that's fine. Group by city, and then city, comma, counter star.
Yeah, the answer is coming that ways also.
Yeah. This question can be done because there is no other information.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I've done it in this way only.
So I did like count of cust ID on the place of star. Yeah.
That's fine. That's absolutely fine.
Yeah.
So
So
that
that
means,
option was existing over there, the cust ID option. So I selected that one.
That's fine.
then it could be 100%, isn't it?
I think that's why I got 80%.
Tell me. Okay, let me see the option that was. So was that given as an option?
I selected your
Yes,
the word.
yes, Pratik. There was an option for that one. I selected that one.
No, that was a wrong that option. There was something missing in that option, but which you had mentioned right now, query. That option was there, and we clicked on that option. I think then also the answer would be right.
No, I clicked on that one on the basis of cust ID, and there was like ID in a region as well. So I haven't selected that to join the table. So that option was there. I selected that one.
Give me a second, huh? This is
Sure, sure. So yes, the B option I have selected.
No, but the B option, the city is not there, right? So it doesn't show you city-wise then, Dheeraj. And in the A option, we are not showing the count.
Yes, A option is there is no home. No.
But if you look at the D option, it shows the city as well as the count. So among these four options, in fact, all four options will give you the answer. I get a point. And maybe in terms of number of rows and all of that, also you would get the same answer in all four of them. But the right answer in this case, looking at the question, which says number of customers in each city, this is the nearest option that would give you the right answer, the B question. Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Right.
And then the next question was, write a query to categorize the customers on the basis of their monthly uses. So monthly CC uses. So monthly CC uses, here again, the nearest right answer would be that we find in maybe A, monthly CC uses, group by monthly CC uses, comma count. Okay. This one. Now this is incorrect because it says group by count, which you cannot. And this is also incorrect because it says group by this table area. So the right answer in this case would then be option A. I get a point for the third question. This one. And for the fourth question, write a query to show the number of males and females categorizing them on the basis of marital status. So marital status and then gender, both these things are important here, and then count. So A will not be there because there is no count. B,
D
there is no
will be the option.
D, is the option. Yes, D is the option. D is the option. Now here, one added advantage that we've done is roll up. Is it required? Not necessarily, but you know, it'll show you the subtotals for gender. And the last question was write a query to list the number of females from different regions. Print them in descending order. Number of females in different regions. So region-wise, number of females, and print them in descending order by the number of females. So we of course want count and region to be selected. So count and region, and since it says female, and of course we'll have to join the two tables in this case because the customers table contains the gender information and the customer region table contains the region information. So we'll have to join the two tables, and then here you will option A looks, but there is no sorting in option A. So
The option A is not giving the descending.
Descending. Yep.
there is no
Yeah.
grouping as well done there.
Yes.
So option B has everything that we need, seems like. Option C is incorrect because we have not grouped the data, we have not joined the data here. So option B is the right answer.
B is the
Yes,
right
B is
answer.
right.
I get point, guys.
Right.
Yes, Pratik. So when are you rolling out the result? Especially those who cannot see the result and are very uncertain about it. So
Okay,
talking about me?
we'll send the result. We have the result.
Yes.
When I have the result, we'll send the result. Don't worry.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, guys, thank you everybody for participating so wholeheartedly. But just I don't think everybody participated. Only 30 people participated. So I would have loved to see more participation. I think
Pratik,
yeah. Vinay.
sorry. So, I mean, they're like people who did not give the assessment. Can they give the assessment today? I mean, if that's possible somehow. Maybe they know it because I posted on the assignment on their WhatsApp group. So can they attempt it if that's possible? If that makes sense, then only.
That code is expired, Vinay. So
No. We can
needs to be-
relight that code, Vinay. That's not a problem. My
Okay.
only thing is I just discussed the answers, Vinay.
Okay.
So what we can do is not today, but maybe tomorrow we can definitely have that quiz ready for them. Like same data set, but different questions. Vinay.
Okay, that'll be great. That'll be great.
So,
No problem.
so Pratik, just a quick question. So, like as you mentioned, like the database, if it's the name is different, so like how we can judge that what is the correct database to which we have to like select the data?
Actually, I mean, Dheeraj, literally in this particular one, I just assumed that, you know, since we discussed the same data set multiple times in the class, so, you know, I kind of assumed, but again, this is the clue, your credit card profile database.
So, Pratik, what I'm mentioning that in CC credit card profile data, so there was like if I'm checking the males or females, so there was like less lines in that particular database. So that's why I was a bit confused in that question. Number of lines I'm talking about.
Which question?
So number one question, which is males or females. Yep, this one.
This one? This one?
Yes, Pratik. This one. If you can help me out in this one.
Yeah,
so...
I mean, I think it's right. Let me quickly. So are you using, what are you using? You're using Pop SQL, Dheeraj?
Yes, I'm using Pop SQL.
Okay, so I'm using Workbench, but I'm connecting to the same database as you're connecting from Pop SQL. Dheeraj, I have to just create the connection there, but I'm using the same database here, cc_profile_db. Dheeraj.
Okay.
Good point. Enough. So here, if I run this statement, which says list the number of females and males. So here, just want to make sure that If you notice, there is a column called as gender here, right? In the customers table.
Right.
So
So,
you put the data by
Prateek,
gender.
right. I have just checked. I was using credit underscore card underscore profiling data. I set the count on, but yes, was getting female of number 28 in that particular data.
I
Yep.
think
So
somebody created that data. I'm not sure who created that database. I can, yeah.
female was 28 in this particular data. So it was huge difference in numbers. So I was like stuck with it.
Village.
Yep. So
1273192.
agree. CC profile underscore DB. Yep.
Yeah. I mean, it's open wild west, this particular database server, because everybody has full right. Hence, I think the confusion. But yeah, in the class, as we discussed, we were using this one.
Yes, CC profile underscore DB. Okay. So, okay, no worries. Pratik, I will add this database to the system. Thank you.
Yeah, we'll post the solution to the old assignments, not problem at all.
Thank you, Pratik.
What I want to do today is just want to quickly do this particular question first, just to revise everything that we did in the last couple of classes. So if you look at this question here, guys, this question, list the average salary of female customers in different regions. Show only those regions with at least 530,000 as the average salary. Can you guys do this question quickly? Can you all do this question? List the average salary of female customers in different regions. Show only those regions with at least 530,000 as the average salary. Can you guys do it quickly?
Sure, Pratik, we can try.
Anybody list the average salary of female customers. So female customers, guys, right? I mean, as we discussed earlier, we need to create ideal output first, right? So what does the ideal output look like here? In the ideal output, what all columns we should have? Female customers, different regions. So the
Gender,
region,
Reasons and gender.
and average.
gender, and average.
Average.
So we will have all these, and then we only want to show. So the second part says show me those regions with at least 530,000 as average salary. So where this column's value should be greater than 530,000.
Minimum salary 53,000.
So from now, region information is going to come from customer region table, and gender information is going to come from customer table. Join the two tables. So customer C inner join customer underscore region CR on the basis of C dot cust ID equals to CR dot cust ID, right? And we also want where gender is equals to
F.
email or F. What is it?
F. It's F.
F.
And then we want to group the data by region, comma, gender. And then here we will have region, comma, gender, comma, AVG of salary. Right? So that gives us average salary. Seems like.
Yeah, it has annual salary as well. Yeah, salary as well.
Okay.
It's annual salary.
No, but then annual salary is text. So we must have update customers set salaries.
Oh, you're going this route.
Yeah, I mean, I thought we did this. Not sure why.
Yes, because I was having GD with one of the folks in that meeting, and I was struggling with the same issue, wherein I was not able to remove this, change it to into numbers.
Hey, by the way, guys, why did we do this? Because
to remove the commas, million, billion commas.
Yeah, so essentially what we're doing overall is that we are replacing the comma in annual salary with nothing, null string, and then we're using the cast function to to kind of change this string to integer, unsigned integer. Unsigned integer meaning what kind of integer, guys?
Unsigned.
Positive integer, right?
Yes, and why is it not simply integer?
Yeah, I mean, actually, most of the computer systems consider integer, positive integer differently than the negative integer, or an integer which can be negative or positive both. A signed integer basically means it can be positive or it can be negative. For example,
okay.
when we write 5, so if we write 5, that means there is no sign that you've written, right, Fazal?
Yes.
So this means unsigned integers are positive integers. But if I write minus or plus, so these can be negative or positive. So this is signed.
Okay.
Which can be negative or positive. But we know that annual salary can never be negative.
Can never be negative, yes. So in that case,
Pratik, I'm still getting same error. The salary, average salary, I'm getting null.
I just updated it now, just like.
Okay, I'm running it again.
Now see it.
And
so I have to reconnect, Pratik, or just have to run the query again?
No, have you connected with CC underscore profile underscore DB?
Yes, I am. Oh, yeah, it's updated now. Thank you.
Yeah, that's good. Just
It's
updated,
showing.
right? Just now.
Yes. So it's
So let's-
showing now.
Yeah.
The average salary. So there is nothing which is like greater than 53000.
And I
Now,
know
sorry, go
annual
ahead.
salary can never be negative, but what if there is a data type which goes into negative? Will that be signed or simply integer?
See, more than the data type, it's more about the column that you're trying to convert. Are you getting the point? Basil.
Okay.
Here, the
So,
column that we were trying to convert was annual salary.
yes.
That can never be negative, right? And Fazil.
Yes, but if there is a data set that can be negative and positive.
So then you would write signed.
Oh.
Instead of unsigned, you will then write signed.
Okay, got it.
I get a point, Fazil.
Yes. In fact, I was trying to change this text to numbers, and I guess I messed up with the number itself, and it was showing the salary in two digits. Maybe picking up the first two letters from first comma.
Okay.
I guess.
So here, this shows you gender-wise, region-wise, gender-wise average salary for female customers. But then the question also said that show only those regions with at least 530,000 as average salary. So what should we change here? So here, what we want to do is that we only want to show those regions where the average salary is more than 530,000. So what should we do here where we can use this as a condition statement where average salary should be greater than 530,000? What should we do?
We need to use having clause.
So Naveen is saying, since it requires one of the function as part of the condition, hence we will use another condition statement called as having ABG of salary greater than equals to 530,000. Does make sense, guys? So if you remember this, then you remember most of the things that we've discussed so far in SQL. So let's say, what is the execution sequence, guys? Everybody? From
second,
this,
fifth one will be the select one.
Okay, one more thing I will add just for the fun of it. Suppose I want to sort the data by average salary. So order by ABG of salary in, let's say, descending order. Do you understand?
Yes.
Acha, I will tell you.
First you have to order, then group, right?
So first will be from, then where, then grouping, then ordering. See, look at how convoluted this is, okay? Then this, and then this. This is something that you got to remember. Almost remember one thing, that almost everything else is sequential. Having and select is last generally. But having, if you're using having, then having is the last thing to execute.
Because we are getting an output on a refined data. That's why.
Yeah. Just give me 1 second, guys. Sorry about that. So here, what, that's something that you got. So when we are using having, okay, along with grouping, having is the last thing to execute. Okay. Now, in having, because of that reason, you can also use the column aliases. For example, if I take this column alias, which says, let's say, which says AVG salary. So we can use this column alias also here. Look at this. but we can't do that anywhere else. Okay. So these are just tricks of the matter, I mean, I'm just trying to confuse you guys. Okay. I mean, this, if you understand properly, then, you understand SQL to a very large extent as an analyst.
We are naming that particular average salary column as this average salary. So that's why we are using this one below in having. Is it right?
But only in having you can use that because of the execution sequence, because having gets executed even after select.
Okay.
Everything else gets executed before select.
Okay, fine. So Pratik,
what is the reason for this? Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Thank you. So just asking that you have mentioned that one or having should be in last. So I just if I try to ascending or descending after having, does that work with it, or it will show some error to me?
Yeah. No, so you're saying that why can't we just write DSC here? Is it?
Yes.
No, actually, DSC is one of the property of this order by clause.
Okay.
Because having is not something that we do very often, right? Having we will apply only when we want to apply a condition on the group.
Right, on the grouping. Yep.
Using one of the group functions, right? But
Right.
ordering is a very, very common thing that we do. Extremely common. We'll keep sorting the data here and there. I mean, that's a very common thing that we do.
Right.
Pratik?
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Actually, I'm running the same query, but I'm getting a very different result. Can you see what I'm doing wrong?
Are you getting a different result, or are you getting a answer? I mean, like an
Yeah,
error.
different answer. The average salary is coming in 8 point something instead of. No.
Are you connected to the cloud database server, or are you connected to your local database?
No, I'm using the MS, the one that you are using in this.
No. So I am connected to the cloud database, Ankita.
Yeah, the cloud one, the IB one.
Oh, okay. All right. Let me see your screen then. Go ahead.
I don't know, I'm getting like this. And also I see when you run analytics.
No. Why are you putting on an annual salary? Annual salary is a text column. Click on customers table on the left hand side. When you click on the customers table, see, you can see annual salary is a text column.
Oh, okay. I should take salary.
Yeah, that is the reason why we had created another column called a salary, and we changed the data type of salary to, with the help of cast function and all, to numeric, right? Unsigned.
Okay, got it. Thank you so much.
Okay, everybody, have you all understood this? Anybody who has any challenge understanding or this? I mean, at the bare minimum, what I would expect you is that maybe take a big and bold printout of this query right in front of you and keep it right in front of you for like 3 weeks. You keep it, you'd be all right. Because I would say that, yeah, go ahead, Ankita. Go ahead.
Pratik, I am sometimes when I'm writing the query, then I get confused where to use where and having. So if you can explain that one.
Sure. I mean, see, if you don't remember anything else, Sanjay, whenever you think of using one of the group functions like AVG, count, sum, right, as part of a condition, that's when you think of using having. Okay, Sanjay, that's one. Second thing is, let's say you want to find out, let's say these are all the customers in an auditorium.
Yeah.
Now imagine these customers. This is one group of customers. This is another group of customers. This is another group of customers. This is another group of customers, and this is another group of customers. Imagine these are customers from India, these are customers from the US, these are customers from China, these are customers from France, and these are customers for Germany. Right, Sanjit?
Yeah.
Now, imagine there are 70 customers here, there are 140 customers here, and let's say there are 200 customers here, there are 15 customers here, and there are 45 customers here. I get point. Now, you say that first I want to find out how many customers are there in each country.
All right.
How many customers are there in each country? So you'll have a country column and then you'll have a count column.
Yeah.
Right? Now, then you say, I only want to see those countries where there are at least 50 customers.
Yeah.
At least 50 customers, right? The moment you say that where there are at least 50 customers, that means this column, which is count star, right?
Yeah.
Which is a group function, right? So you're going to apply the condition on one of the groups. I mean,
Yes.
using one of the functions. That means you're applying the condition after the data is grouped.
Oh, okay.
And in this case, you would use what? Having or where?
Having.
See, as you said, we will use having, but in the same condition, which is, we have written a query. Okay, now here gender is also grouping.
I'm coming to it.
Yeah.
Now, let's say here we have India, we have whatever count, we have US, we have whatever count, we have China, we have whatever count.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever count meaning 70, 140, and 200, right? But they're all with more than 50 customers.
Yeah.
Now, imagine if there was one more condition and we said we are only interested in Asian customers. We're only interested in Asian customers, Sandeep. Now, is that a condition applied on one of the group functions, or is that a condition applied on one of the columns, tables column?
No, it's an additional condition.
No, it is. Let's say there is a column called as continent.
Yeah. Then.
Right. So it is, but it's a column, right? Isn't it, Sanjay?
Yeah.
So what we are saying is that this condition is applied to this column and not to summary of a column, not to not to one of the calculated fields, or not to something which is calculated as using one of the group functions.
Okay.
I get a point. And Asia, so that means we do not want to see US, right?
Yeah.
So we apply where before the data is grouped.
Yeah.
For example, here we said we are looking for females, right? So this is at the column level, or as we say, this condition will filter all the rows which are not females. Right? So it is at the column of row or row level, whereas this condition is using one of the group function and it is applied after the data is grouped.
It's like selecting a data from a pivot, from having.
Pivot.
Yeah.
You can say from a pivot. I mean, it's also right to say that.
Okay, but you want to say that gender is a column, right?
Yes.
Here, and average salary is a new created column, right?
Using one of the group functions.
Calculations, yeah, based on the calculation, yeah.
Group calculation,
calculation, yeah. So the condition applied in a group calculation column, we'll use having.
Absolutely.
And for the column, we'll use where. Thank you very much.
Now, I know I like to confuse people as well a little bit, because now I think many of you are at a level where you can handle the confusion. You see, you can use having instead of where, but you can't use where instead of having. Did you understand this?
Wait again.
You can use having instead of where, but not the vice versa. So let's say if I write where gender is equal to F. See, here there is no group function, Sanjit, right? Having gender is not a group function, right, Sanjit?
Yeah.
Yet I'm using after having, contradicting to what I just said, and this works.
Okay, having can be replaced by where?
No,
But
ulta.
where cannot?
Where can be replaced with having, but not the other way.
Okay.
But again, even if you do not remember this, it's fine. And I tell you, why this is not a great practice to do this. Why you will not find a lot of people using having instead of where? Because this makes the query run slower. Performance would go down. And the reason why the performance will go down here is, generally what happens is, if you use the same query using where, if you compare the two queries, they will give the exact same answer, but the difference would be in terms of time to execute. Why? I tell you. See, this will open the table. Same, no problem. Same. Then this query will actually go here in terms of execution and will filter all the boys. Filter all the boys. So what would remain in the table, guys, then? What would remain in the table?
Select
Only
display.
girls. Only the girls would remain. That means these two columns have to be shown for, let's say, limited number of records and not for all the records. Do you understand? Whereas in this case, in this particular case, because having gets executed at the end, so first the table will open and then it will go directly here. And if there are, let's say, 200,000 customers in this table, it will select the cust ID and gender for all of the customers. And then it will filter. Do you understand what I'm trying to say, guys?
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is going to take more time to execute.
So Pratik, I don't get it. Can you explain the having again, how it's work?
See, I'm just, Dheeraj, here I'm just talking about the execution sequence, Dheeraj.
Yes,
okay?
yes. So having how it's like going to each line and then it's been filtering out the female ones.
See, I tell you, have you understood one thing, that having gets executed at the very, very end, right? As we discussed earlier.
Right.
Whereas where gets executed just after from.
Just after from.
Right. So if you look at this one, let's say this is B type query and this is A type query, right? If I look at B type query to begin with, it will open the table. Let's say there are 200,000 customers. That means there are 200,000 rows in the customers table, Dheeraj. Are you with me?
Right.
And then imagine out of that, females are 50,000. The rest of them are boys. Yeah. That means it will open the table. It will filter all the boys, and what would remain? Only the girls, which is 50,000.
Right,
Dheeraj? And for those 50,000 females, it will extract cust ID and gender information from the table. Right? So it has extracted the data only for 50,000 rows.
50,000.
Not for all 200,000 rows.
Right.
Now, let's go to A type of query now. In A type of query, the table opens first, which is this one, from customers.
Customers.
Then it goes directly to select, because having is the last thing to execute. So when it goes to select, how many rows will it extract the data?
Okay, now got it. So it first will take 200 KQs all, and then it will set filter to female. Yeah.
Absolutely. So this ends up taking more time.
Right.
So that is the reason why, even though having can do what where does, but people don't tend to use having where they can use where. Pardon?
And Pratik, why we can't use like where on the replace of having? So is that like because of this execution part, or?
Yeah, because of the execution part, where was designed originally to filter all the unnecessary rows that we do not want in the query, and hence it has to execute just after from.
Right.
See, if suppose if you are redesigning SQL, right, or let's say you are the SQL designer, so you have to think about all these things, right? I mean, you have to think about, hey, what are the things that we would mostly do with the data? We'd mostly work with large amount of data, and we mostly filter all the unnecessary data right at the beginning, before we do any other operation, before we even do grouping, ordering, because those are expensive operations. Expensive meaning they take a lot of resources. Right. Why should you order females if you do not want females in the final output? Why should you group by females at all if you're not going to use females at all? Do you understand, Dheeraj? So
I understand. Yep. So first it's always better to first like filter out data, what we require, then we can work on it accordingly.
Absolutely. Because remember, Dheeraj, we will always work on very large data setups. And one of the struggles is how to make the queries run faster in a more optimized fashion, take lesser resources. I didn't want Dheeraj.
Agree with it. Thank you.
Pratik, can you send this sequence also on the LMS?
Which SQL?
This sequence of
oh, the sequence? Yeah. No worries. Should be there, but yeah, I mean, I will send it again. No worries.
Okay, thank you.
I will send it. I mean, in fact, I can take a screenshot of this also. Go into a and here everybody is clear about execution sequence, right? Everybody is 100% clear. This is from first, then where, then grouping here, then ordering here, then this here, then this here, right? This is last.
Yes, Pratik.
Yes, Pratik.
Yeah. Okay, one simple concept that I want to talk about today before we move to the next topic in the next class, and I may give you a couple of questions on that as well, is common table expressions. Now, what is a common table expression? Imagine my question is this: how many customers have unique names? How many customers have unique names? Now, let's see if we have any customer. So how would you find out how many customers have unique name, by the way? Any idea?
Unique name means
or let's say step number 1, which says find the list of customers that occur only once. How can we do this? The names that occur only once.
Maybe first find the count of every customer.
Duplicacy.
Or duplicate.
District. We can use it.
Go ahead and write the query, guys. Find the list of names that occur only once. Go ahead and write it. You have all the weapons in your armory now to take care of this problem. The list of names that occur only once. Anybody? So Ankita is saying we should use distinct. No, distinct, Ankita doesn't give you list of unique names. Distinct only gives you list of different names, Ankita. So there is an inherent
I think it
difference.
used to remove the duplicates.
Yeah, but the question here is not this. The question says find the names that occur only once. So let's say if there is Ankita and there is one more Ankita, and let's say there is Sanjeev, and let's say there is Diya. You understand, Ankit? So Ankita, so how many names are? So I mean, if I were to say distinct, then what will be distinct here? Ankita, Sanjeev, and Diya, isn't it?
Yep.
But if I were to say unique, then what would that be? Sanjeev and
Yeah, which are not, which do not have repeated, which are not repeated.
which are not repeated.
So, Pratik, so we can we do it like group by custody and then we can select the count having equal to 1?
Group by name, Dheeraj.
Okay. Okay.
So here, in order to find the name that occur only once, you group the data by name, and then you find name wise what? Everybody?
Count.
Count. And order will be decreased.
So Pratik, if it's like if we selected group by name and then we can like a group equal to 1. So if it's like two same name, 2% having same name and surname can be different. So is it that will filter out that one as well?
Yeah. So here you can see
also write group by name or ID where count name equals to 1.
Shikhar. So Sanjeev, what he just said is, he said where count star is equals to 1, right, Shikhar?
Yes,
but what is the problem that we will get into this query? Invalid use of group function. Why am I getting this error?
Because where is the second step and select is like it will come later. That's why.
Why am I getting this error, guys?
Because we are putting condition on count, group condition.
Yeah, in the where clause, we just discussed comprehensively that we can't use any group function as part of the condition just after where. And count is a group function, isn't it? So what do we write here then? So what should we write?
Having count is equals to 1.
Having count equals to 1. So that will give me the list of those names that occur only once. Apparently, there are no such names here. Let me use another database. You all have this database, right? School database. Yeah, so there is another table here called students. And I know that this table has if I look at this, there is a column here called full name. So having count of star equals to 1. Do you see this, guys? Is it making sense, everybody?
Yes.
So this gives you those names that are unique, isn't it? But is the question same as what we just did here? The question is different. How many customers have unique names? Not just the list of customers which have unique names. I want to actually see how many such customers are there.
Subtotal of the occurrence table.
Okay. So imagine, let's call this output as name occurrence table. What are we calling it? Name occurrence table. Yeah, because this is a tabular output, right? This looks like a table which has 2 columns in it, name and occurrence. And then it has a bunch of rows. Isn't it, everybody?
Yes.
So if I say that from this name occurrence table, I want to see I want to find out what? The number of rows. So I can simply write count star. Isn't it, everybody? But this name occurrence underscore table really is not a table. It is an output of a
query.
It is an output of a query. That's right. And where is that query? This is the query.
Yes.
Control C that. And what should I do with that query? I have copied that query. What should I do?
So we have to create
name occurrence inner.
So what we do is
We
where
have to-
we put name occurrence underscore table, we just replace that here. Do you see this, guys? Everybody? Make sense?
Yes.
Pratik, the occurrence table which you have created is same as, is it the alias?
This occurrence table that we just created is an alias to this query.
Okay.
You see this?
Okay. So it
Meaning what we are doing, Sanjit, is if you look at step by step, this is one query, right? Sanjit, this query gives it table output. Any query gives a table output, right?
Yeah.
Then we have given it as a alias name.
Yeah.
But remember, this is not getting saved anywhere. This is only a temporary thing. I get point. It's like all these are running in the same query, right? From this table alias, right? Then we are writing another from statement. That means we are writing another select statement on top of the output of this query. And we are, what are we getting? Getting the total number of. Do you understand what I'm trying to say, guys? So this query, which is used instead of the table name, is also called as a derived query. Does it make sense, Sanjeev?
Yes, Pratik.
Got it? Now, because this query, the outer query and the inner query, both have the same table. Look at this. Both have the same table. Hence, this kind of a query where we use the output of one query as an input table to another query is called as common table expression. What is it called? Common table expression queries. CTE. It's extremely commonly used in answering some complicated business questions. But it's not rocket science to understand. The only thing that you need to understand here is that we are using the output of one query as an input to another query. Because the output of any SQL query is like a table. Got it? So you will see that we will be using quite a bit of this common table expression in the coming classes. I'm going to give you only one question as we had agreed last time. So I'm going to give you only one question here, guys. For tomorrow. Find the total number of regions with customer having average salary more than 530,000. Find the total number of regions with customers having more than having average salary more than 530,000. Is it making sense?
Yes, Pratik.
Only one question for tomorrow, guys. I'm also giving you the reference for the other, for this one. And I'll also upload the scripts for common table expression in the LMS. Along with, I will upload this Word document, sorry, the screenshot where, you know, I mean, I will take the screenshot here and then I'll upload this as well so that you know the sequence, execution sequence. Clear?
And the sequence, Pratik, will be the same regardless of any database like
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Oracle.
Yeah, doesn't matter. That's SQL protocol. It's like grammar of SQL.
Okay. Are there few other others to be added while we
Other clauses to be added, Faisal, here?
Yes, yes,
Is that what you're saying?
yes.
Yeah, couple of them. Yes, we will see. Couple of them. But again, you know, it's like this. The world works in 80-20 rule, right? 80% of the time we will use more these concepts. And 20% of the time we will use, you know, some more refined, I mean, some more added clauses.
Okay.
Got it?
And on a lighter note, you can take the assessment. I haven't noted down the question answers to the question.
We'll take the assessment tomorrow, Faisal. Yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
But you will share the score today, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because everybody got it. I am waiting since yesterday.
Okay, sure. We'll send the code. We'll send the code. Sorry, the assessment score to Vinay for you, and he will send it to you.
Yeah, yeah. Thanks.
Yeah.
Pratik, in assignments, I have like 1 or 2 questions. If you can give me 5 minutes so we can
Sure.
discuss.
I mean, others, if you want to stay around, please stay around, or otherwise you're free to leave the session. Vinay, is it fine that we use your link for another 5 minutes?
Absolutely, no problem.
All right, go ahead, Dheeraj.
Just
so-
a moment before I leave it.
Yeah.
Pratik, you are posting the solutions for the assessments.
Solutions
The last
to
assessment.
assessments.
Last assessment. No, sorry, assignment. Sorry.
Assignment.
The last assignment. Yeah.
Yes, we will. We will. Post.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah.
See you. Bye.
Yeah, go ahead, Dheeraj. What question? What assignment? Do you want to share your screen and do it, or?
No, so just want to understand 2 things. Like, I was a bit confused in uppercase, lowercase, how to like write a query. Like, if I am in assignment, there was a question that if it's the name is starting with A with uppercase, how we can like find that particular name. So
sure. So if you remember, we discussed that. Let's say if I'm looking for name starting with A percentage. So this means name starting with A percentage, but this is not case sensitive by default.
right.
Binary.
So it's starting with A only.
Binary.
But if you use this word here called as binary before,
Binary.
I mean just after where before writing the field names, then it becomes case sensitive. Binary level matching.
Okay. So like if it's in case of lowercase, so binary reflects to uppercase or lowercase?
No, binary will reflect to all the cases. So if I write A is percentage.
Okay, so if it's we'll mention small a, it will reflect to small a, and if it's like capital A, so it reflect to capital A.
That's
right. Okay, thank you. So other thing is like the fraud level. I was checking that the credit, like if the customer is usages, so whether it's like a fraud level on the basis of customer credit card usage, or how we can like.
So this is region level fraud. So we say, right, that like in in Bihar there is a district, town called as Jamtara. So there's a lot of fraud that happens in that city. I get point, Dheeraj. So it's not necessarily a a city level, customer level fraud level, but it's more like a region level fraud. That in general in these regions there are these many frauds.
So, Pratik, if I have checked that particular database, so there was nothing which is like heading with the name of fraud. So there was like credit card usage of 25% or less than, and there was like name of the customers who are using credit card, male or female. So
the fraud level is there in the region table. See.
Okay. Then it's fine. So agree. So it's in CC profile database. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I was using the credit card profiling, so that's why I was not getting that. Okay. So okay. Then I will like able to find it. So we'll do that.
Okay. Any other questions?
No. So have I already submitted 3 assignments. So fourth one I'm working on. There I was stuck in few questions, and after that there is the 5th one. So there is I opened the 5th assignment. There was uploaded, but there was nothing showing over there. So it was blank Word file over there. Assignment 5 with the name of.
Is that what you say? Which day?
So I was checking on Sunday. So assignment, in assignment there is at the last it was.
Pratik, it's in 11. So I think by mistake you have uploaded that, and where you put the class. Yeah. Yeah, here only.
On group by and order by.
The last one, yeah. And could you please, upload the session script which we discussed on 11, the roll up one and all that stuff.
So here the questions are not given.
Yeah.
This one. We actually uploaded the questions here. Okay, by mistake. Okay, we'll get it uploaded here.
Thank you.
Chachal, are you there?
Yes, sir.
So let's get this rectified today.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, sorry, what was that? The other thing that somebody said?
Yeah, Pratik, I was saying on the 11th one, the session script was also missing. It replaced with the questions, but there was no script. Yeah. The session we discussed, order by, roll up, all that coding. Is it in here or?
Yeah, it's here.
Okay, it's here with the
So
question.
Kshitij, actually, the practice questions were different and the scripts were different. I think that is where the confusion came in.
See here, roll up.
The scripts are here only. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Pratik, I have one question in the first question in this. Yeah, if you can just scroll a little bit. Yes, the 6 lakh one. Yep. I'm doing this, but I'm getting a very weird answer. Can you do the first one for me, please?
This is the total number of females and males.
Yeah.
Sure. Let me find out. Let me just do it here. So we will use the customers table, group the data by gender, right?
Yes.
Where okay, where salary is greater than
So yeah, 6 lakh.
count star as CNP.
Yeah, but my question is that if the the data was 1,000 lines, then why we are getting 1,200 count?
What do you mean? Because we have
Which-
filtered people who have not gotten at least 600,000 as salary, Ankita.
I understand that, but if you just write select everything from customer, if you see the count of lines there, it's just 1,000 lines.
Yeah, that may be. Say for example, let's say there are 3,000 rows are there, right, Ankita?
Okay, so here I'm getting confused. So when I run this query as count and everything, it is given 3,000. But if I directly just run like select everything from customer, the row count is just 1,000. So that's why
No, because that's limited. Because that is limited by default.
okay. Okay.
Remember, suppose if I limit it to 200.
Okay, I think that's where I was getting confused.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Uh-huh.
I thought that I'm writing it wrong, or I don't know. I started questioning myself.
No. No.
So, there is in Pop
Awesome.
SQL as
Thank
well.
you.
There is like on right extreme there is option to limit it like 100 or everything. So we can like if we need it everything, so we can do it.
Yeah, or you can manually write it also. For example, limit 10.
Yeah. So yes, limit 5 we did like for the Christmas way. If we require 5 lines only, limit to 5. Yeah, we did it earlier in one session.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Makes sense. Thank you so much, Pratik.
Thank you, Pratik.
Thank you.
Thanks, Pratik.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.